Hello, dear friends. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Healthy News. And today I'm really happy to announce the launch of two new products. So this time we launched simultaneously two products, two long-awaited products, and we've been working on them for quite some time. And this time, we are focusing on men's health and women's health. It's really important. And we know that in our product range, we have a place for a specific men's product and specific women's product. But today we're going to talk about libido enhancing specifically. But it's really important to understand that in Coral Club, we think that, well, healthy libido lives in a healthy body. So once again, we rethought the whole category of products and we approached these projects with our staple understanding of how can we use natural ingredients to, provide some support. And this time it's a targeted support. So basically, we're going to talk about men's health and women's health today. And I'm really happy to announce the launch of two new products, Libidextra Women and Libidextra Men. Let's start with the first one. Ladies first, Libidextra Women, a product for women's health. And it's a natural formula, like almost all formulations that we have in our product range, for sure. Natural formula for a life full of satisfaction. And by that, we mean it's a healthy life. So the product is designed to enhance a women's sensuality and a sex drive as well. And this time, we decided that we need to come up with something really new. So let me start with the innovative release form with a capsule, the special capsule, not your traditional capsule, although we love capsules. We have a lot of products in capsules, but this special capsule, it's a capsule with micropellets in oil. And so it's not just oil or just active ingredients, but it's active ingredients in special granules, micropellets, and an oil. So it provides the delayed release of the product's active ingredients. It also increases the bioavailability as we are using pure ingredients, fresh ingredients, natural ingredients. So it's really important to be sure that we can provide the optimal bioavailability as well as stability of the product. So both new products, they have this innovative form, and well, I'll try to show it to you. I'm not sure you can see it, but yeah, it's special. It looks different, so please be prepared. This capsule, it looks different. So you can see here both oil and micropellets. And although, sometimes you see pictures of such capsules with micropellets inside and oil, and so they're kind of floating in a capsule. But we wanted to put as many active ingredients in one capsule to be sure that you just take one capsule per day, both with men's product and women's product, to get the result. And we did it by putting as many micropellets as it is possible in such a capsule, along with the oil. So yeah, really exciting, because we are not only launching new products this time, but we also launching a new capsule, a new form. So what's inside the capsule? First things first, it's LibiFem. And once again, it's a patented natural ingredient. It's a fenugreek extract. And this is probably one of the most potent extracts for women's health on the market today. And as you know, like if you followed our webinars for this year, last year, you probably have noticed that we use patented ingredients a lot. And we do it for a reason, because in this case, we are sure that there are clinical studies behind this ingredient proving the actual efficiency of this product. And so for us, it's really important. And this time we also use Libidextra, a very potent ingredient, which gives us the understanding that you definitely get the result. So what it actually does, Libidextra. So it gives a sexual attraction and arousal. So they are increased with Libidextra. And at the same time, menopausal effects are significantly reduced, because these two actions are really important, especially when they go together. And so there are studies and there are several links, and we provide presentations, so you can, click on a link and dive in the study to understand that, yeah, there is a lot of science behind our products, behind our ingredients. This ingredient, this patented ingredient, was a Nutra Ingredient Asia Award finalist in 2022. So it's a really, really fresh technology. And what is Nutra Ingredients Awards? It's like Oscars in the world of dietary supplements. So that's how important it is. And we've already been using ingredients awarded by Nutra Ingredients Awards, like memophenol in Memoprime, and safranside in Safrino. So for us, it's it's almost a tradition to use the best possible ingredients, best possible natural ingredients, and we are among the first manufacturers. We are among the first companies launching products with this ingredient on the market. So it's an honor for us. Hopefully it's an honor for you to have them at your disposal. But also, and this is really important, and this is why actually this time we manufacture these products in Bulgaria, and it's a new country, and there are so many countries where we manufacture our products. It's over 15 countries now. And we're doing it also for a reason, because we're scanning the globe. We're looking for the best ingredients, best technology, and best people standing behind this technology. And so this time it's Bulgaria, and there is a reason for that. Damask rose oil is one of the most important ingredients for both men's formulation and women's formulation. And well, the tradition of growing roses is big in Bulgaria. Bulgaria is known best for its rose plantations, and the climate there is optimal for growing roses. So they grow a lot of roses there, and they produce rose oil. And rose oil is packed with nutrients, and it's been famous for ages now. So it's a powerful aphrodisiac and contains so many vitamins and minerals. And it has been used, since ancient time. In ancient Greeks used it, in Chinese used it. So ingredient with a history. And a trivia fact: you need 4 kilograms of rose petals, and it's not easy to collect those petals, right? So you need 4 kilograms just to get 1 gram of an oil. So it's very expensive, but also very potent ingredient present in both formulations. And that's why we're manufacturing our products in Bulgaria, to be sure that you'll get the purest, the freshest oil, rose oil. But it's not only rose oil, but for women's formulation, Libidextra women, it's evening primrose oil. So, yeah, and many women know that it is one of the richest sources of GLA, of gamma linoleic acid, which provides support for women during PMS, menopause. So it reduces menstrual cramps and relieves menopausal symptoms. So yeah, it's another potent ingredient in this wonderful formulation. And also, I think it's important to mention that we use the highest quality evening primrose oil obtained by cold pressing. So when I'm talking about our special approach to formulating products, well, I actually mean this, is to get the best possible ingredients which are awarded by international organizations, which are grown in the places where the climate is optimal, and the tradition is big for growing such an ingredient. And so it's quite a journey, to work on the formulation, and it took us around 2 years to finally launch these 2 products. I'm really proud that we finally, no matter what, against all odds, we're launching these 2 wonderful formulations. But let's get back to Libidextra Women, and I will sum up the ingredients. And yeah, we talk a lot about ingredients in Coral Club because, well, we believe that this is important, and you cannot make a wonderful product, efficient product, and safe product if you don't use best possible ingredients. So amino acid L-arginine and vitamin B3, which are also present in the formulation, they improve blood circulation. And blood circulation is crucial, is vital for arousal, right? For sex drive. While biotin promotes energy production in the body. And selenium, well, we all love selenium. It's also a vital mineral for both men and women. And here's the formulation, so you can get the idea for all the ingredients. And in one packaging, you have 30 capsules, and 1 capsule per day will be enough to get the result. Yeah, this product is based on natural ingredients. And what is the difference of our product and stimulating products for men, for women on the market? Well, it's a natural formulation, and like all our other products, it is supposed to be taken by as a course. So you get, a result, not just taking 1 capsule, but it takes time. On the other hand, it's a more holistic approach where we are, we're taking care about women's health on the whole to get the result, to get the desired result. So it improves quality of sexual relationships. It helps increase libido. It reduces occurrence of PMS and symptoms of menopause, and it promotes women's physical appeal. Yeah, and I think that today, in a shaky world, it's really important to have a support for both women and men, so that they can keep their relationship and that warmth in their relationship. And actually, we've been thinking about these 2 products, and we thought that, well, it will be a good idea to offer 2 products for both men and women. So for people with their significant others, so they can start taking it simultaneously, and will be adventure, so they day by day can feel actually the result and can feel how their relationship, blossom let me use this metaphor. So Libidextra Women helps enhance sex drive. It contains patented patented ingredient Libidextra, which was awarded by Nutra Ingredients Awards 2022. Really like this year, the latest technology you can get. And also it comes in an innovative form of a capsule with oil and micro pellets. So amazing new product. You definitely need to try it. Yeah, here's the price. And we did everything possible to keep the price reasonable. And once again, and the time has come for Libidextra Men. Libidextra Men is a product. Once again, it's a natural formula for your self-esteem. And just like Libidextra Women, it's enhancing your libido. So it's a modern product for maintaining a man's sexual health. And again, this time we use a capsule with oil and micro pellets. And let me repeat it. So it increases the bioavailability of ingredient and is provides the prolonged release of active ingredients. And it also stabilizes pure, fresh, natural ingredients which are used in the formulation. So once again, let's talk about the ingredients. And once again, it's a patented, awarded ingredient, enoSTIM. And this time we're talking about polyphenols of apples, grapes, enhanced with saffron. And you know saffron because we launched earlier this year an amazing product, Safrino, and there award, Nutra Ingredients Award. So yeah, polyphenols this time, and get bigger and bigger. So polyphenols are here to stay, and we are very, very interested in polyphenols. And there'll be an expo supply site in Las Vegas this November, and we know that we will focus on these ingredients, on polyphenols as well. So please be waiting for new interesting formulations and products from Coral Club. But let's get back to enoSTIM. It's a synergy of components which improve blood flow. And once again, blood flow is a crucial thing for enhancing libido, which is obvious. It also strengthens the erection. And don't take my word for it. There are clinical studies proving the efficiency, and this ingredient also increases men's sexual capabilities. So yeah, once again, here we have several links, and you can click on the links and get more detailed information on the clinical trials. Oops. Yeah, really interesting. enoSTIM helps increase blood flow by up to 50%. So now you get the idea of how efficient it might be. But it's really important to, once again, to notice that Libidextra Men is not a Viagra. It's not a short-term stimulator. So you take it and you get the result. No, it's a different product. It's a different approach. Once again, we're using natural ingredients. And so you can feel the result after a week, after 2 weeks of using a product every day. So please understand how actually dietary supplements work. So it's a little bit different than the pharmaceutical industry. And here, once again, it's really important to provide a holistic approach, to provide those nutrients which are, starting to gradually help your bodies, help your organisms to increase libido this time. And enoSTIM, like I mentioned, is the winner of the International Nutra Ingredient Awards 2019. Also quite a fresh ingredient, and so not many products using these ingredients on the market still, and even fewer which use this special capsule with oil and micro pellets. So yeah, when we are formulating our products, we also trying to make the best formulation on the market when we do it. And yeah, there was a clinical trial, and a man aged 45 plus, they were estimating their erection at 2-3 points on a 4-point scale, very special scale. And then they took enoSTIM, 300 milligrams 2 times per day for 4 weeks. And so their evaluation of hardness, they also very specially evaluation chart. And yeah, the results were amazing, because after 1 week, significant improvements were already visible. And by the end of the 4th week, 74% of participants improved their scores. And this is really something. This is a significant result for a natural-based product without side effects. This is really important, and I think it's a great investment in your health and men's health in terms of Libidextra Men, because, well, you are not stressing your system with short-term stimulants with quite a few side effects, but you are actually using the strength of nature and technology to improve your health, your overall health, to get the result. And I already mentioned, but once again, it's never I cannot say enough words about rose oil. I cannot say enough words about a new country in our geography of manufacturers, Bulgaria, and rose oil, and it's present here as well. A really powerful aphrodisiac. And actually, there are products based on rose oil, which are really popular in Japan, which make your body smell like rose. And we've been also thinking about the idea of launching those products as well, because they're quite popular in Asia specifically, but we'll see. So we start with men's and women's products, and we'll see, because we see a lot potential in a rose oil. But it's not only the rose oil, it's not only enoSTIM, but also it's a pumpkin seed oil, and many men know how beneficial it is for men's health overall. L-arginine amino acid, which improves the blood flow, pine phytosterols, vitamin B3, and once again selenium. All these ingredients, they enrich the formulation and support the major ingredient enoSTIM to provide you with the effect. Well, enoSTIM complex plus amino acid plus vitamin B3, they improve blood circulation in the pelvic area, while cold pressed pumpkin seed oil, and remember the evening primrose oil used in Libidextra Women is also cold pressed oil. And when people ask, okay, so here's one soft capsule and here's your branded product, so what's the difference? You know, sometimes it's really hard to tell the difference, because, well, you look at the capsule, they're pretty much the same, more or less the same. And it's really not that easy. It's not easy like with a phone. You see a phone, okay, this phone, this card, that card, you can, you know, see, touch it and understand. It's not easy with dietary supplements, but it's all about ingredients. It's all about technology, and it's all about passion. And we're full of passion to get you the best ingredients, to work with the best specialists in the world. And these formulations have been elaborated by people from Canada, from Bulgaria, from many other countries in the world. So it's a truly global approach where we are striving to provide you with the best possible formulation. And selenium plus the damask rose oil, they improve the quality and quantity of sperm as well. So here's the formulation. And many manufacturers, they are not, they don't think it's right to show your formulation, especially during such a presentation. But for us, it's really important. And we know that there are so many knowledgeable people among our consumers, and they can appreciate it. So here it is. I'm showing the full formulation, and so it's 30 capsules in a box, and yeah, you can easily start with just taking one capsule per day for a month. Yeah, the product is based on natural ingredients and has the best results when taken as a course. Once again, it's not Viagra, it's a different approach, and it's based on natural ingredients. And we believe that nature can provide us with the best possible support, where we don't make like crucial changes in our body, but rather gradually helping our body, to get back on trail. Libidextra enhances desire, increases sexual capabilities, and maintains prostate health. Like you see, it's not only about libido, and there will be some people willing, to aim the prostate health or menopause in case of Libidextra women. So these two products also can show great results when it comes to prostate health, as well as the menopause. So Libidextra Men is for those who live and work under constant stress, lead a sedentary lifestyle, and strive to maintain warm relations with their significant other. And we actually started thinking about this product because we've been thinking about what we can do to help people maintain warm relations. That was the actual the first idea behind those products 2 years ago. And that's how we see this subject, the libido subjects. In the first place is what can be done to maintain warm relations in a world full of stress. So I think that we did a great job. So you can support yourself and your significant other, to be confident, to enjoy life together. Libidextra Men promotes sexual desire, has the patented awarded ingredient enoSTIM, naturally sourced ingredients, and innovative formulation, a capsule with oil and micro pellets. Yeah, so it's the confidence you want for the connection you desire. And I can talk many hours about Libidextra ingredients and the technology, but I think this time this product is really exciting. You just take a capsule, and day by day you start noticing differences. And if you do it together with significant other, it's even more exciting. So it's kind of a adventure, 1 month adventure at least. And yeah, it might be exciting. And I'm really happy to be able to launch really exciting products. And I know that you've been waiting for, because we're talking a lot with our customers about what they would like to get, what they would like to see in our product range, and got a lot of feedback regarding libido being quite a subject, quite an important one. So hopefully you will enjoy that adventure and you will enjoy using these products. So the same price for Libidextra Men and double action. We suggest to use this product for men and women simultaneously, so that both people can really feel the efficiency of natural ingredients that we are using here in this product. So this is it. I'm really happy to announce the launch of 2 products simultaneously. Please try it and enjoy it. Hopefully, we will get a great feedback from you. And also, there is another launch coming really soon. So please, let's keep in touch and see you later. Bye-bye.